Hmm? Alexis? That's how you say hello.
Well, the summer beach weather may be long gone, but still a tremendous afternoon for football here in Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Rams. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been.
Fucking leave, man. You should already be set up. Ain't no reason to fucking pause. Huh? How's this dude's team not already set up?
And he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready, set. 33. Bend it. Bend it. Quick dance, quick dance. Blue draw, Corcoran. Shoot. Hey, Sam off. Be driven.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check. Hey, high 7. Go. What? Squeeze. Go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to float this over the middle deep. It's caught inside the 25. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
70 Indians.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Get ready. Look at me. Zipper. Stand. Leo.
From the gun, O'Donnell. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Back to throw. O'Donnell. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Kalen Ballage. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point attempt to come here. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Tighten down. There you go.
On 1st and 10, King. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Makes it 3rd and 4. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Take 4. Go. Roy.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
55's mine, guys.
They're going to try and throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
That's what I'm talking about, D. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. 8-3. Strong right. Hey. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Rock it. Yep. Bang. Set.
Throwing on 1st down. O'Donnell letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. O'Donnell. He fires one that's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
To say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. King from the gun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. To throw is King. To throw on third down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
55's Mike, guy, 55. Come on, D. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. I'm not ready.
That's going to set him
It's a
back
long day
5
for you, bro. You're going to
yards.
keep doing that shit. Act like I know how to fix it.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
He's not going to get me. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 22, Jet, over. 22, Jet, over.
Now King operating from the gun. And that's complete to Cooks. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's all trot. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey, you're not ready. You're not ready. 55's Mike, guy, 55. Check the tight end.
2nd and 10. Complete. Smith has it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
He's crossed up. He's checking cross. Go. Buzz. Be ready. Anyway, shut up.
Here's King throwing on 1st down. And nearly
Keep trying,
picked
bro.
off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Hey, let's get there. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Mike, go. Mike 55. Mike 55. Yo. Come on. Mike 55. Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on. Back.
Throwing again. King. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
Check 55.
Operating from the gun. King. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of two pass on their opening drive, followed by an...
It's like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check 61, matchbox light,
2nd and 4. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. O'Donnell. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. A gain of 6 there on first.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Get it.
Back to throw. O'Donnell nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. To throw on 3rd down. O'Donnell throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Shift. Hey, lock it. Check 3. 5. Ready.
On 4th down, O'Donnell. Throw left side complete. It's Ward. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Ready? Moody base. Check. Recon, 132 fighter. Keep
From the gun, O'Donnell, and he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Samson Abukum in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Leo! Hey!
From the gun on 3rd down, O'Donnell. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. King now from the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll also wind up being the final play of this first half. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check. Fresno.
Now they try the right side here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down.
Double dog. That's the way. Check 55 to mine. Check 55.
They'll try and throw for it here. Goodwin able to haul it in. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
55. Check 55. Mike. I got one.
King on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Shoot.
Second and long. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Ball comes free. It's often unusual because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On first down, O'Donnell nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Rock it. Hey, wahoo. Let's go.
Looking to throw. O'Donnell. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tyus Bowser in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Look at me. Door. Kill. Hard. Shoot.
Operating from the gun. O'Donnell. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football.
Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong.
Right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Henderson will try and run for the first. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
You got tape. You got tape.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Oh, good job.
To throw is King on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter.
Check 26, check 26. Check 24, check 24. Check, crunch, crunch.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Now King to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Kill, 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 kill.
Back to throw. King. He's set. And got his man.
Oh, my
complete.
God.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Echo, echo. Go, go. I need one over here. I need one over here.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Wrap, wrap. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Yeah, Jim. Mike, get on shot. Right there in the middle. 55. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Looking to throw. King steps away to his left. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
Let's go.
Let's check in with our referee. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. King. And this is caught.
Oh my God, I'm getting mossed because it's fucking spin mode.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. King. He gets it to Cooks. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. King. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4.
Check, check. Lucky. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Fucking sad.
Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. And you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Hey, Haywood. Drop deep.
Looking to throw. O'Donnell. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very
chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak. Now. Rip left. Ready.
From the gun, O'Donnell is going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Hey, high 7.
Back to the air on 2nd down. O'Donnell. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
Hey, let's get this. Alert flare.
And to give this time to the tailback. They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I got you. Switch. Check 15. Check him. Twist. No. Off. Let's go. Take off.
Now a handoff looking right. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Joker. Check 52. Sponge. No. 36. Switch. Yo,
Now they try the right side here. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Check safety. Watch the twist.
Now a handoff working right. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Shoot. He's coming. We got nothing.
They'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Steelers are close to finishing off this football game.
Check Mike 33. Hey, Delta.
Mike, check 33. 33. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Go. Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Hey, lock it. You're out.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Go. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Hey, Sam off. Go, go. Shoot. Now.
To throw again, O'Donnell. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. A draw play now. Balaj. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.
So for the Steelers, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.